Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today I'd like to talk to you about beauty. Because beauty has been lost in this world, we've forgotten how important it is. Everything today is built for function, efficiency, practicality, but stripped of harmony and grace. Yet beauty is food for the soul. It nourishes your inner life. It is necessary for your spiritual health and even your psychological health. We live in a world deprived of beauty, perhaps even deliberately. And the result is that we are starved of light, of harmony, of the nourishment that comes from seeing or hearing something beautiful. Because beauty feeds the heart, it's as vital to the soul as bread is to the body. I used to be an artist. I studied harmony, and in nature I never found disharmony. Everything fits, the colors, the shapes, the sounds, all perfectly balanced. There are no colors in nature that clash, no compositions that feel off, no sounds that don't belong. Everything in creation is beautiful. And we humans, we have the receptors for beauty. We are built to recognize it. That's why beauty isn't just a social construct, as they like to claim. This is a lie, a propaganda that only serves to dull the soul. Because beauty is objective, it is real. Just as your eyes can tell light from darkness, and your tongue knows sweet from bitter, your heart knows beauty from ugliness. Your heart is an organ of perception. But because our hearts are asleep, we no longer perceive beauty. And because there is so little beauty left in our surroundings, our hearts remain asleep. It goes both ways. God is beautiful and He loves beauty. When you see something beautiful, you are being reminded of something deeper. If you start to pay attention to beauty and at the same time pay attention to your heart and notice what beauty does to you, this is crucial. Because sometimes we're so focused on beauty itself that we forget to observe its effects on us. Yet that effect is essentially important. Beauty awakens something inside you. And what it awakens is a kind of nostalgia, a gentle call to remember, a soft wake-up call from your Lord. That's why the Quran speaks of signs, both outside and inside. We are asked to notice them simultaneously. This is one of the great goals of meditation, to develop the awareness of the outer and the inner at the same time. It is our natural state. It should be, but we have been denatured. When you enter that state, you remember where you came from and where you are returning. Beauty leads you back to your origin. Beauty was always the goal and meaning of art. Everything we know about ancient civilizations comes from their art. And that art was always religious. It was always about the sacred. It's only in recent history that art has been separated from religion, and only more recently that art has been separated from beauty altogether. And when art is divorced from beauty, it is no longer art. This too is part of a conspiracy against you, to deprive you of beauty so that you are starved of your medicine. Because beauty is not only food, it is also healing. It keeps you sane. It restores you. But beauty is removed from your world. You are left dependent on their medications. What if you're not sick at all? What if you're simply starving for what your soul was created to need? But here is the good news. The food is still available. You can reawaken your heart through practice. Make it a spiritual practice, a devotion. Because search for beauty is a path towards God. Walk, observe, appreciate. Develop your taste, because taste can be cultivated. Become an artist in the way you live. Move with beauty. Taste life with your eyes, not only your tongue. Taste it with your ears, with your nose, with your whole being. Think of the analogy of a wine taster. Such a person trains themselves to detect the most delicate flavors, to appreciate every subtle note. We too should train ourselves in this way, to recognize beauty everywhere, to refine our sensitivity to the subtle flavors of beauty that are always present. Because beauty is always here, waiting to be tasted, if only we are present. If you were to offer a rare, priceless bottle of wine to a connoisseur, perhaps the only one left in the world, imagine their state of mind as they taste it. They would be fully attentive, completely present. They would not allow their attention to drift towards worries about the future or regrets about the past. They would know that this is a once-in-a-lifetime moment, and their awareness will be sharp and present. We should be like that. Wine is a human creation, but what of the beauty being offered to us in every moment by the greatest of artists? How much more extraordinary is that beauty compared to a glass of wine? Like the wine taster, we can learn to be present, to truly taste life with all our senses, to savor the unique flavor of this moment. For each moment is like that rare bottle, never to be repeated. Every instant is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To be present, then, is also an act of gratitude. When we fail to be present, we fail to appreciate the miraculous gift of life itself. If we were invited to a banquet, good manners, adab, would require us to eat what is offered, to receive the meal with gratitude. Likewise, to live absent-mindedly, lost in thoughts of past or future, is to neglect the generosity of the host. So let us be good guests. Let us taste each moment consciously, with gratitude and presence, out of respect for the one who offers it. Beauty is love. A beautiful landscape, a gentle face, a blooming flower, they are forms of love made visible. When you create beauty, when you write a poem, paint, compose music, it's an act of love. You are giving. You are feeding the hearts of others. Because when someone encounters beauty, their heart opens and feels joy. And that joy is a form of love. Beauty is love for the eyes, love for the ears, like the song of birds or the wind in the trees. It's the perfume of flowers for the nose. It's all received as love. And these are all signs of your Creator, Allah Azza wa Jal, the loving, the generous. Every beautiful thing in creation is a whisper from Him. I love you, remember me. So take your share of beauty. It's your rizq. Your Lord, Al-Karīm, is generous. He gives abundantly. Because we are starving for love and we've forgotten where to find it, we keep searching in the wrong places, chasing what harms us. But beauty is still here. It's all around you, in the sky, in a leaf, in the sound of a stream, in a smile. As the great Billy Ocean once said, there's beauty up above, in things we never take notice of. Wake up, suddenly you're in love. Assalamu alaikum.